Hello, hello, Gemini. This is Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill. We are talking to you about 12th through the 18th of June. That's fun. And we are going to look at these three cards we have laid out. I'm going to add more information in a momento. After I almost lost it. So let's just see what's going on here. All right. If you ever have a comment or questions about what I'm talking about, feel free to ask them in the bottom. You can put a comment down there, no problem. If you like what you're hearing, like it. If you love it, share it. It's all good with me. I am open to whatever you want to do with it. It's good. Feel free to share me in any way you like. Okay. Now we're talking about the Knight of Swords. We were fighting for our power in this situation. We wanted to fight for some power and some control. There is a nice, happy partnership happening here of ideas. A partnership of ideas is taking place as the Four of Wands, which is telling me that you have someone who you're talking with and you're having a really good time talking to them, and there's some really nice stuff going on here. There's the Queen of Pentacles here. Also, somebody very worried about the money is having like a little bit of a breakdown of some sort, trying to This actually explains the Knight of Swords. You needing to fight for control. This person is worried about the money, and you need to stay in control of the money because they're not very good with it. But you can have a partnership with this person without them having to be all in control of the money. They're going to be mad about that, but that's okay, right? So, it's a partnership with somebody who's very concerned about money. All right? Interesting. Cool. Okay, next thing over, we were talking about the Queen of Swords, somebody who's very interested in being in control, could be blocking you from moving forward with your partnership. Interesting. We, of course, have Justice here talking about the fairness. Dum, dum, dum. Fairness has come back to play. And interestingly, it's in the blocking position again, telling me that you trying to be fair could get in the way of you being smart. So I want you to stay on the smart side and stay on the fine print. Remember, you can write up any contract you want at all and maintain your own personal power in the situation, right? Make a contract. Make somebody sign a contract. It's fine. You will stay the person in the know. They will be cranky. Because this is the Five of Pentacles telling me that there's more stuff going on behind the scenes financially with somebody's overall requirements and needs. They are making them maybe act more intensely than they need to. So that's interesting. Pay attention to that. Realize if you understand the underlying needs and wants of the partner, you can better understand their drive, right? And once you understand their drive and their purpose, maybe you can bring your drive and purpose to the table, and you can figure out if they're if they're going in the same direction. Cool, we're all good, we're going in the same direction. And try and figure out a way to work it out, you know, because that's how it'll feel fair for you and them, is that if each person is pulling their weight in their own way, then that's good. Everybody wins. Okay, so we're moving on to the next, the solution section. We're talking about the Knight of Cups, fighting for your heart's desire, right? So we want you to, like I said, bring up your needs as much as anybody else. You want both of you to have all your cards out. You can't go into a partnership without having any idea what the other one's trying to do, right? So if you're just there to try and help, then help. Silent partnership, stuff like that, other options. But it looks like you have some ideas yourself. The Knight of Cups is telling me that you have things you want to do, things that are your heart's desire that you want to fight for. Bring it up. Make it a point. Five of Swords here is telling me that you are taking your power back in this situation, saying, no, wait, I understand you have what you want to do and what you're willing to do and all these things, and we're getting that worked out. That's cool. And this is what I'm able and willing to do, and how it's going to go. All right. And then if you both need to delegate something, because there's going to be a pile number 3 of stuff that nobody wants to do. All right. We have to figure out a way to handle that. Put that into the coffer of what do we got to do? Who's going to do that? Right? Okay. And we have the Moon, which is telling me once you guys, like, got to make it figure out the goal so you can get to the goal. Find out what the goal is. Work out the steps to get there. Work out the steps, the individual steps. Figure out who's going to do those steps. And if you need a third person to, like, do the steps nobody wants to do that. And then just start ticking them off and making sure everybody's staying on the up and up. Everybody has to keep in contact saying, oh, I did mine. Oh, I did mine. It's that holding people accountable. Dun, 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 dun. Accountability is awesome. So cool. This is interesting stuff. This is exciting. We're working towards our goals. Perfect. Excellent. Look forward to seeing what happens next week for you. And we'll talk about the 19th through the 25th next. Thanks, Gemini.